my god moments, like oh my god, oh my god. Hi you guys, so this video is a reading vlog, which is basically as you all know, I've started this series that is Read Non-Fiction with Me, and the pick for that for the month of September is Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. So yeah, reading vlog is basically me doing small little updates about the book as I read it. So one of the things that I'm really happy about is that there are at least 10 people who have joined in this series of mine. Like, they are buddy reading this book, they bought it and they are excited to read it. So I'm really happy that at least some of you are joining in, because honestly I thought nobody would and it would just be me reading this. So about the book, I have read 60 pages of this book. That is the first, I think, part 1, first 3 chapters. And oh my god, I can relate so much right now. It's like, oh, this, I used to think that this used to happen and now this is happening. Part where it says that how caffeine, it has explained, the author has explained the whole biology of it, how caffeine stays in our body for 6 to 7 hours and how it takes time for it to break down. That's why we are not able to sleep, and because of that I have stopped taking any caffeine after 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening, and I am trying to reduce it more and more. So this is one book which is really affecting my lifestyle. Hi, continuing the reading vlog. So last time I recorded this, I had only read 3 chapters and I had already given up having caffeine in the late evening or at night, and I'm very proud to announce that except 1 or 2 days I have been able to manage that, and my sleep schedule has become very much better, and so yeah, that's a plus point. Apart from that, so let's discuss this book. Oh my god, this book has had so much effect on me. I think I've read half the book, 50% of it. I have finished chapter 8, so that is 2 parts. I am done with 2 parts of this book, and I just have 2 more parts left to read. So I'm taking this book slow so that I read it in a span of a month and not just quickly in a week. So yeah, I don't know if you can see, but I have lots of tags. I fold them so they might not be visible. Then underlined and made notes as well. If you watch my notebook collection video, you might know I make bookish notes in this one. Listen to this. Caffeine is actually very harmful. Yeah, Laiba, we've established that. Duh. Okay, next point, which which actually is a theme throughout the book, is about the deep sleep and not so deep sleep, which is the REM sleep and NREM sleep. Oh my god, it has opened my eyes a lot. Like, okay, so there is this part, the one with dreams. So this sleep actually helps in making a creative, it helps increase your creativity and stuff, and that explains a lot, because I rarely have dreams and I'm more of a very heavy sleeper, deep sleeper, and yeah, and I think I consider myself the least creative person I know. So in that aspect, that explains a lot. Secondly, like, what the fuck, I should not have said that. Okay, so I used to say this like just to get sleep. Like, I love sleeping. If there's nothing to do, I just go to sleep, which is also a bad habit, but yeah, I do that. So to justify myself, when I did not feel like studying, what I used to do was, during my exam time, at least not now, let's go to sleep. It helps to retain things better, and that is actually in this book. Like, what the beep? I mean, that is true. I was of course just making it up, but that is actually true. And those facts, like, I have noted all of these down. I think I don't know if I should discuss them now or in the final discussion, but okay, another fact, like, parents, teenagers need more sleep than adults, written right in this book. I can now, it's like I have evidence to justify all my sleeping habits to my parents now. So that is going to be fun. One thing which I really wanted to talk, I don't know if, let me know if that is happening to you as well. Like I'll show you. So when a chapter begins, so there are these sub chapters, right? Like this is one sub chapter and then the second one starts here. So some of these subtopics in the chapters are way too long. Like I lose my interest. Like there was this sub chapter about this elderly individual part, and like okay, it started well and then the point was made. I understood what the author was talking about, but the author still went on for like 4 or 5 more pages, and that was quite boring. So I've decided when this happens again, I am going to skip those pages, because there was no point. I was reading but nothing was getting registered here. I don't know if it has been discussed later on in the book. The author is only talking about the disadvantages of sleeping less. Nowhere in the book till now has the author talked about sleeping more. As I said, I sleep a lot, so I know he has constantly mentioned that the optimum sleep is 7 to 8 hours or 9 hours, but I think it would be good if that part was mentioned as well. I've written my thought. Wait, I'll read it out to you. Sleep is necessary for maturation of brain and caffeine causes side effects. Oh my god. Again, another oh my god. It is on page 91 of the paperback. And I think I should not have had so many cups of chai or coffee during my teenage years. I think that has fucked up with my brain a lot. Okay, so these were my very very random thoughts about this book till now. Of course it has been going good, and I am very very proud of myself that I am reading a non-fiction without leaving it in between. I don't know if you guys feel that way or not. This was my mini reading vlog for Why We Sleep. Read along, read non-fiction with me. Another very important thing that I wanted to discuss with you guys was I am super confused with which book to choose for the next month. I have a lot of ideas, but if there is any book in particular which you want to read and would want me to pick that up next month as well, then please let me know in the comment down below.